Alright guys, so I'm going to be teaching you how I do what I do and how I record video games and all things bright and beautiful like that. So as you can tell already, you can see my recording software is going and you can see it moving and stuff. Well, right here, this is called Audacity. Now, I never really wanted to use Audacity because I thought I would be effing up a lot of my recordings. Now, when I first started using Audacity, I honestly did mess up a lot of my recordings. If you don't know what Audacity is, it could be a complex or pretty simple program depending on what you do. All I really do is just, I know you finish this audio, and then I go to effect. Actually, no, I usually after I finish an audio, like after recording, I usually let it sit for like maybe several seconds, and then I highlight those several seconds with this icon tool that you see right here, that little eye. And then I go to effect, noise removal, get noise, and then I select the whole audio file then, and then go back to effect, noise removal, and remove noise. And you can play with the settings, try to make your noise sound better. And sometimes if you mess with the settings too much, your audio will actually become pretty bad and not. It's bearable, but it's not. You know, it's not hot. It's not up to stuff. And so, yeah, I think that's it for Audacity. There's nothing really to it. It's a really good program. It's free, by the way, and I would offer anyone who wants to use it. And the other thing that I use to record, like what I'm doing now when I'm recording my screen, kind of full screen. I think it's recording full screen, maybe. I don't know. It kind of won't go full screen on me, or at least I don't like it going in full screen. But I use Bandicam, as you can see here. You can get a trial version. It only records 10 minutes. And it's pretty decent for when you're like starting out, but I usually record around 15-minute clips at a time. And I guess if you guys want to see, like, my hot button to record is number 0. I click the number 0 and it goes on and it goes off. Here's your video format settings. There's special presets, like let's say the default setting, which is regular. Video editing for Premiere and Sony Vegas. This is what I do. Because usually when you record a video and drop it in Sony Vegas, it doesn't look, how do you say? It doesn't look right. Like, you'll get the video, but you won't get the sound in the video, which is basically your bread and butter, video and sound. And you won't get the sound of your video at all. You'll get maybe the first, like, 1 or 2 seconds, but it'll end up, like, not playing right. Also, a thing to know about Bandicam, if you do get the full version of Bandicam, be wary on recording large files, because what I learned the hard way is that when I used to play Spore, when I played Spore, I used to play Spore for hours at a time, like 3 hours at a time. Oh my goodness, the TV is loud. But I used to play it for like 3 hours at a time. And yeah, one time I stopped recording and I dropped my file, I dropped my file into my Sony Vegas to go start playing it. And a damn file ended up being corrupted, and Sony Vegas couldn't read it at all. And so, but the good thing is Bandicam has this thing where it recovers your files, your corrupted files, but it was only recover like 30 minutes out of that 3-hour session, which was really, really bad. That's a really, so I suggest, like, keep your clips at 10 seconds. Just make a hot button, like I have, like number 0. I just tap it like twice, and it starts the recording over again. So you'll have an excess of files, but you'll have in excess of worries and troubles you're gonna have to go through. I don't even know if that's the right word to use it for. But yes, this is what I used to edit. I use Sony Vegas Pro 11, as this pops up when it can't find like a specific file, which I need to find the file and delete it to make it go away. But usually just press ignore. That usually becomes really really stupid. So here's my Sony Vegas. Now, usually when I have Sony Vegas, I usually have specific, like, see, I have videos, voice, sounds, ponies, pictures, and music. Music I use in all my videos, usually my favorite songs, or songs that I'm just feeling at that time. Now, Sony Vegas can be very complex, or yet it can be very easy for you, depending on what you do. Like, no, I know how to make clone copies of myself. I know how to edit. I know how to split stuff. So let's take this for example. Yeah, I use the scroll wheel to zoom in, and I drag it. I'll drag it all the way to the beginning of the video. How about that? Actually, no, I just lost a clip. Hold on. I see. You could just drag it like that. It's not really a tutorial. I'm just showing you guys what I need to do. I don't know why I'm talking like that. And as you can tell, all my little guys here. And I usually layer them, and they're all grouped together. So let's say, as you can tell right there, Charmander is a little bit off of his area. So I press this little blue box here, and I kind of zoom out a bit, and I kind of drag the window over here, just trying to position Charmander right using the arrow keys. And maybe he's a little too big. Let's make him a little smaller. Try to stretch him out a little bit. I don't know, you can't really stretch. It goes to a certain length and he won't stretch out anymore. But, I can't close this window. What the fuck? As you can see, I have Bandicam to where I'm able to close the window at any point I want to. But yeah, this is what I usually do. I usually render all my videos in HD of some sort. And depending on which time it varies. My computer is not the best computer. Let's see, let me read my box. It says it's an Inspiron 530. I don't know what that is. I got it 8 years ago. I got it in 2008, 2007, when I started high school. I got this computer for high school, and it's been through a lot. I kept it pretty much clean and nice and easy for a while, but it's getting up there in years. And rendering takes forever. Like, see, 4.8 megabytes HD, 720p, 24 pixels, blah 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 video, which is basically just HD, but it's a watered down HD. My videos usually take 45 minutes to an hour to actually record, to actually render. For every single video I do, it takes that long. So like every single part, like if you see like I have a 50-part playthrough like Spore. Now, Spore, I usually did bigger videos, like 20 minutes. So let's say Spore actually takes around 2.5 hours to render. So every 5 hours, so no, like 50 things of Spore in 2.5 hours is like over 125 hours of rendering just to upload to YouTube, which is actually, it takes a long time, and it takes up a lot of resources on your computer. But yeah. Also, if you want to know how I record video, like what you're telling us how you record the screen and stuff, and what you use to record your voice, and what you use to record, what you use to edit your videos. What do you do to record? Well, let's take a small program for instance. Let's take Visual Boy Advance. Now let's say I have Visual Boy Advance right here. Now, I'm able to mold my window to wherever I want it to be if I have it in a letterbox, but I can have it choose to OpenGL where it clicks to any video I want it to. Here, I'll show you. Target. See how the target window is this, and if I move it down, it changes? So let's say I want the target to be DirectX or OpenGL window, and it'll go right to this if I click on it, and then there'll be a little FPS thing somewhere. There. So let's say I wanted to record some Pokemon game. I recorded Pokemon Yellow. So I got Pokemon Yellow. What I do first, usually before I start these, I'll go to Options, I'll go to Joypad, Configure, 2, and then I'll look if my setup's right. Now you see it's joystick. I have my Xbox 360 wired controller plugged in. And if you are going to use an Xbox 3, you can use an Xbox 360 for almost every single emulator. But buttons may vary. You're going to have to figure out your button layout. But yeah, then you got make sure to calibrate your Xbox 360 controller, because it is, yeah, crucial. Let's just say let's say your left thumbstick's a little loose, and you try to move your left thumbstick, it's gonna go crazy. So I usually have my buttons set up like A's to go, B's to go back, start is start, select is select, right bumper. Actually, what most let's say No Cache Zoomer, No Cache GBA and Visual Boy have, they have this thing where you could speed it up. As maybe you guys could hear it. I don't know if I have sound enable on my recording, but you could hear the game be sped up, or at least you could probably hear it right here. Yeah, it gets sped up, as you can tell, and where it says up there Visual Boy Advance and then percentage sign. It says it's going 1,000 times the rate that it should be. But let's say I want to record. So I just bring down my windows, trying to box out this recording. So I'm trying to box out this recording. Hold on, gotta fix it. So I'm just gonna try to box out with this recording, which I usually try to do. I usually like keeping a toolbar in there, and I'll just edit it later. So I got the toolbar in here. So look, this is basically what I do to record games. So I'm like, here, I'm playing the game, doing my commentary. You see my save state, play, I'm playing, woo, playing, whoop, whoop, woo, 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 playing, yeah. Use a fucking low kick on a flying type. It wasn't very effective, but it did a lot of damage. And that's pretty much what I do. And when I ever want to save or anything like that, I just press start, save. And the special thing about having a fast forward button, you can actually fast forward through saving, which is amazing. And I believe that is pretty much it for what that's pretty much how we record. And oh, also what I use as a microphone. Now, if you guys ever heard of this thing called Rock Band, it was very popular back a couple years ago, and there was actually a microphone that came with it. Now, believe it or not, that microphone is halfway decent, though it does pick up a lot of static, and it does pick up a lot of background sound. Now, I am using a microphone, a Rock Band microphone. Now, they didn't come with a stand, so I created my own stand. The stand that I use is basically a hanger. I bent it into a shape of a microphone holder and used a thing that hooks onto anything. I bent it down a little bit and made it big enough where it wraps around a microphone, and basically that's what my microphone stand is. Now, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, do you want to change the color scheme and improve performance? Yes. Keep current color scheme. As you see, that thing popped up right there. It's because my video file's probably getting way too big at the moment, and our computer's probably crushing under the freaking weight of all of it. So that is it. This is probably like my second time saying this. I'm sorry if I stumbled through this, but if you guys are wondering how I do what I do, this is pretty much how I did it. So thank you for watching. I can't really answer a lot of questions really, because I learned everything by myself. I'm not really an expert on everything, but I know how to get things done. So thank you for watching this video. I love you.